breaking the wall to youth empowerment through STEM and robotics in Libya. Mohammed Zaid, LYBOTICS, Libya.
Guten Tag, everyone. Hi, and I'm honored to be here. What comes to your mind when you hear the word Libya? Conflicts, turmoil, distraction, educational deficiencies, and lack of stability? All of that is true, yes, before. Okay. Sorry. Yes. So I grew up in a Buddhist home with my 3 sisters. Our parents instilled and inspired us to do better than our circumstances. My father worked as a technical engineer who stirred the fire in me for robotics and engineering, as long as I remember. When I was in high school, I discovered STEM education, but sadly wasn't able to access any opportunities in that field. Libya is ranked 89 out of 93 nations in a research conducted in 2020, evaluating the quality of education on international level. And having the continuous conflict and the lack of stability affected the inclusion and unity between the students nationwide in Libya. Sorry, that was in the first slide, but I just kept it for now. As you see, this might not be the best place to have a STEM engagement program, but I saw the need and the great need for a STEM engagement initiative for my fellow learners to have a STEM initiative, the future, because no country can prosper and advance without a well-educated population. And that's when I started LYBOTICS. At its beginning, the idea was just about a club that gathers STEM enthusiasts where they can learn and practice STEM via games and robotics applications, like Arduino boards and Raspberry Pis, making some Internet of Things projects while having fun, for sure. As time went by, about 2 clubs, about 32 students, and so much impact already. Moving on, we brought FTCU to the table, an international STEM and robotics program, and we partnered with the Libyan Ministry of Education School Activities Office to form robotics teams in schools and communities across the nation, and then with our supporters sponsoring them with robotics kits, including mechanical and electronic tools, then challenge the teams to fundraise money to get more resources and additional parts, like doing entrepreneurship, do community activities to reach thousands of people in their communities and inspire them to get into the program, do media outreach, and engineeringly challenge them to build a robot that solves a problem affecting their communities. For example, the season challenge we have is all about transports and shipping, considering COVID. So the teams are giving the chance to build a robot that ships goods from a storage unit to another in a limited time while overcoming many obstacles. The impact has been tremendous and still growing. Until this moment, we have about 40 clubs, or teams, as we call them, engaging more than 1,000 students across the nation and across about 15 locations and cities, and with the help of about 200 dedicated volunteers and more to help us run our programs as planned. In LYBOTICS, we try our very, very best to make sure that everyone has a chance to take part. And we always have something special. We always come with new programs and new ways to involve everyone in our programs. I really recommend you to YouTube LYBOTICS so you can watch our videos and the recap videos we have for the tournaments, so you can taste what we do and be inspired, and might smell the robots as well, because there are many of them in the videos. This STEM engagement program is helping us to go beyond providing a STEM quality education and a good learning opportunities. It's helping us to break the stereotypes many have about us, Libyans. Additionally, it's helping us to move forward beyond learning, as in unity, peace, inclusion, and providing this fun experience for the teams and the students nationwide. We are excited and looking forward to duplicate this and grow it elsewhere as well. Thank you so much.
That is very, very interesting. Should I do the robotics thing? I don't know. So, see, if I have to vote in this kind of competition, actually, I would give you my vote, because if we share the same name, Mohammed. So like, but we look different. We share the same shirt as well. Okay,
yeah, nice.
So that's enough. Don't try to be a moderator. Okay, so I think it's time now to get some questions from our audience and from our jury. So do we have any questions? Yes, we have question here from one of our jury members.
So what's the percentage of girls in your clubs across Libya?
From these plus 40 teams, there are about 48 teams. We do have 7 all-girls teams, and getting plus 100 a little bit students, all girls. And we do have also mixed gender teams. So if I'm going to put it in number, it's about 47% of the involved people in the program are girls. At least speaking about the students in the age of 12 to 18 high schoolers.
Yeah, great. So, do you have any more questions? Any more questions? Yeah, we have one here. Yep. Great.
Hello. How do you hope to grow? How do you hope to reach and create more teams involved with this? What is that plan?
Definitely. We plan to grow in 2 ways. First is that keep on partnering with the Ministry of Education and involving more stakeholders to have more teams in public schools. Our big hope is that by next season, we can have at least 15% of the public schools engaged in our programs. And we do community teams for the students. Those are not in public schools or that's homeschoolers. And additionally, we try to design other programs so we can reach another ages. Like for now, our main program is for the 12 to 18-year-old high schoolers. But for now, we are designing another program. We are calling it Libya STEM Championship, which is for the students 6 to 12 years old. So it can be like a chain. They get into the program early, and they keep on growing until they graduate from the program at 18.
Great. So we can actually have one more questions from one of our jury here. One of our audience, sorry.
I would like to know how you are financing your program. Is that through the government, or who's giving you the money?
Yeah, we are partnering with the Libyan Ministry of Education, School Activities Office. They are helping us a lot. And additionally, we do have supporters, as I mentioned. So we have like private companies, public companies. And additionally, we do have some grants and funds we apply to. And we do have many like individual donors, and the parents are also involved because we have a great relationship with the community. So everyone is pushing this forward.
Great. Yeah, so all the best of luck with your project, Mohammed. But I think it's time now to move on, and massive round of applause, guys, here for Mohammed for a lovely presentation.